Don't forget to like and subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications.
It's been a long time since those days. Since TJ and the rest of my team went to space. They left me behind. Of course they did. I was only a kid. I was grateful to even be hanging out with them. Things went on as usual. For a while, I just went to school and minded my business. Things were quiet for quite some time. After Andros destroyed Zordon and the Z-Wave destroyed evil throughout the universe, we had at least 3 years of peace. But then the demons started to show up. These demons came straight from hell, so they were unaffected by the Z-Wave. This is not recorded in the Ranger history books, but I have my own account of dealing with various monsters from different factions. I didn't feel the necessity to have a team. I felt like I could do it all on my own. I could have called TJ, Carlos, Ashley, Cassie, any one of my friends. I could have even called the Blue Centurion, or even the Phantom Ranger. But no. I decided to take matters into my own hands. I only wanted contact from Blue Rangers. I had this thing about blue being the best color back then, so I kept my contact very minimum. I was in contact with Billy Cranston around that time. This was around the time he was meddling with the SCP Foundation. Billy Cranston modernized my tech just a little bit. Billy ended up fleeing the SCP Foundation when the mad scientist Dexter crashed out and obliterated the laboratories. Thanks to Billy and Grace Sterling, I've learned a lot. Storm Blaster, my good old buddy, and the reason why I still have my connection to the Morphing Grid. Although the other Turbo Rangers got their powers back eventually, me and TJ, we got our powers back thanks to Storm Blaster and Lightning Cruiser. In all honesty, Billy Cranston is a lifesaver. He gave me an upgrade and has been a mentor to me ever since. Working with Billy and Grace was one of the best experiences of my life. They trained me to be the ultimate Blue Ranger. I fought against villains. I even fought myself a couple of times. They made sure no avenue was unturned. They wanted to make sure I was worthy of being a Ranger without a team. Grace lost her team not too long ago. A couple years back, her team went to the moon on a mission to defeat Psycho Green. 5 of them went there. 2 of them came back. I can tell it still hurts her till this day. I'm able to single out these monsters one by one. I was handling many factions of monsters. The demons from Queen Banshira, the Nylok of the Sanzu River, even interdimensional monsters from other universes, such as Vengex and his interdimensional robots. I even came across some dual monsters and sent them to the graveyard as well. One of my challenges came in my teen years, when I met my good partner, Beelzemon. He was a racer. He challenged me to a race, and after that me and him became good friends. It was good. I didn't expect to have a Digimon partner, but he helped me against a lot of things. It was a crisis in the digital world that I had to go and handle for a while. My Ranger powers didn't work there for some reason, but Beelzemon and I were all that we needed. When we came back, Beelzemon decided to stay in the digital world, but every now and then he'll come back and help me out. Things went back to normal for a while. My life became about girls. I stopped focusing on my Ranger duties. I fell in love with Penelope and the rest of the world just didn't matter. However, all that changed. Me and my girl was hanging out one day. The entire city was attacked by monsters. Before I could morph into action, the explosion caught her too quickly. She died that day. I hunted down the monsters responsible for this crime. From what I heard, Tommy and Draken got into a fight. Both of them clashed. I don't know if Tommy's destroyed, or Draken for that matter. Both of their whereabouts are unknown. But one thing happened after that clash. The Abyss of Evil opened. When the Abyss of Evil opened, every villain, every monster, they all returned. One of the groups that returned was a group known as the Galactic Crashouts. They're a mercenary bunch, often hired by the Harbingers of Doom. They're incredibly good at what they do. They go to planet, destroying its inhabitants without no emotion. They could care less about any of the people. The screams of human is music to them. They've destroyed many teams and eradicated them from the face of the earth. They were simply mercenaries for hire. They didn't care what world they went to or what job they had to do. They just made sure the job was done, and the casualties were in the thousands. They even damaged the Aquatar Rangers. And lastly, they nearly destroyed the Power Rangers Megaforce. These guys are incredibly dangerous. I heard about them. I figured I'd been at it for a while. I've been in the game for so long that I had enough experience for dealing with them. But I wasn't ready for that. These monsters were on another level. They beat my ass. I tried to call for backup, call my team, but something was interfering. They had a pixie that severed connections. Ash Blossom, her name was. I was able to get out of there in one piece. But when I got out of there, I realized I was completely underpowered. If my team would have went against these new villains, I'm not certain if we would have defeated them. I hear the flawless military hacked the morphing grid. These warriors from other universes. Heard a lot about them. I don't know how I feel about that. Do they even need it? Does someone that could literally crush the planet in their hands need the power of the morphing grid? Don't their power eclipse that? Or are they just selfish? Either way, the flawless military eliminated one of their generals. But I hear rumors that might not fully be the case. Even though the All-Mother stripped him of his power, there's a good chance that he might come back. The Harbingers of Doom, they have a lot of methods of rebirth. Not to mention, those are only two generals. Kage and Madoko's only scratching the surface of things. We still gotta worry about their other generals too. They all go by signs of the Zodiac. Every last one of them a threat. I don't think I can handle this alone. I called Billy Cranston because I knew I needed his help. I knew that I needed an upgrade. That my turbo powers as they are won't do. Billy's been doing his homework. He told me that he found a new power source and a new team that he wanted to form. Wheel Breakers. Combining the powers of Turbo and Zeo. Using shards from the Zeo Crystal with Turbo technology to create these powers. And I will pilot this team as its Red Ranger.